And with nothing to sell, there are no commissions. Call 888-598-3893 for 2 months free off your first year of financial planning. That's 888-598-3893. 888-598-3893. Try FacetWealth.com. TRYFACET Wealth.com. Facet Wealth is an SEC registered investment advisor. This is not an offer to buy or sell securities, nor is it investment, legal, or tax advice.
The station you know, the people you trust. 1010 wins.
The News Watch never stops. This is 1010 wins. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good afternoon, 93 degrees. It feels like 100. At 2:40, I'm Lori Metten, and here's what's happening. A heat advisory and air quality alert in effect on day 2 of what could be a heat wave that stretches through Monday. Live update in a moment from AccuWeather's Brian Thompson. 3 people have been shot and wounded near a pizzeria in the Brownsville section of Brooklyn. Governor Hochul says kids returning to school in September will not have to mask up for now. Former President Trump and his family gather for funeral services on the Upper East Side for Mr. Trump's first wife, Ivana Trump. 1010 Wins reporter Julia Papa on the scene. It's Harry 101, Texas State University, offering a course on all things Harry Styles on Wall Street. The Dow is up 23 points this hour. 1010 Wins AccuWeather says partly cloudy, uncomfortably warm and humid tonight, low 79. Partly sunny, hot and humid tomorrow. We do have the potential for severe thunderstorms in the afternoon. Real feels tomorrow well over 100. Winds News Time 2:41. Time for traffic and transit with Greg Rice.
Now, Lori, loaded up on the Long Island Expressway. Westbound arrived just before Main Street. You got the middle lane out with a broken down truck. That's making the westbound L line go from bad to worse all the way back toward the area of the Clearview. Eastbound L line MS getting over to New Hyde Park Road in Nassau. They just pushed a crash off to the right shoulder, but it was there long enough to do some damage. And here's what you need to know about the bridges and the tunnels. Citybound side of the George Washington Bridge, it just hasn't been good all day. 45 to 60 on the upper, 30 to 45 on the lower. Nothing easy out. West side sluggish, but it moves from the 90s on up. That's the best you do. Southbound Deegan is slow from the west 230s on down. Upper east side of town, Lexington Avenue through the mid-60s. Expect some closures in the area. As you've been hearing, that's where they're holding the funeral for Ivana Trump. Lincoln Tunnel getting into the city is about 10 minutes, 30 minutes out, 30 to 45 at the outbound Holland. Inbound Holland, no more than about 10 minutes. Northbound of Whitestone Expressway still awful from before Northern Boulevard to the Whitestone Bridge. Clearview Throgs Neck combo as you out of Queens into the Bronx, a whole lot better. I'm Greg Rice. Our next report at 2:51 on 1010 Wins.
It's day 2 of what is expected to be a long haul of a heat wave. AccuWeather's Brian Thompson keeping us up to date this afternoon on just where we're going with this. Brian.
Yeah, Lori, it looks like the heat wave will last through the weekend and possibly into Monday, although there is some relief coming early next week. We are going to see temperatures not drop much tonight. That's going to be one of the issues here over the next several days. We're going to see very little relief at night. Temperatures mostly in the 70s to near 80, and then the daytime highs continuing to rise. We're in the 90s now and heading up to 95 tomorrow, and actually with the real field temperatures with even higher humidity tomorrow than what we're seeing today. Those real field temperatures will be up over 100 at times into the afternoon. Now, there could be some thunderstorms later tomorrow afternoon into early tomorrow night. They'll be spotty, but any of the ones that are around could produce gusty winds and flooding downpours. We'll get a brief break in the humidity Friday. It's still going to be hot, though, but the hottest weather and the hottest feeling weather may actually hold off until Sunday, when temperatures will be likely into the upper 90s, and that's when the humidity will start to come back as well. Lori?
Okay, Brian will keep his eye on the heat wave for us. Beachgoers could cool off once again at Rockaway Beach, which was closed to swimmers yesterday after multiple shark sightings. 1010 Wind reporter Eileen LaPalmer didn't see anything today. The helicopters flew low overhead as beachgoers dipped their toes in the water. Anna, not certain she was going all the way in.
You know what? I'm going to stay with just ankle, because I'm not taking any rest. Take my feet off of this.
But it's a tough choice with this heat wave going on. Sit on the hot sand or go for a swim. Steven says he's never seen a shark in all his years of beach going, and he's not worried now.
You just got to be cautious. You know, they live out here. So.
Rockaway Beach at Beach 102 and Beach 67th Street had to be shut down Tuesday because of shark sightings. Eileen LaPalmer, 1010 Wins at Rockaway Beach. Right now it's 93 degrees here in the city. The real field temperature is 100. Winds and east time 244. 3 people have been shot and wounded near a Brooklyn pizzeria. It happened just after 11:30 this morning near Tony's Pizza on Rutland Road in the Brownsville section. The 3 were taken to Brookdale Hospital in stable condition. Details are sketchy. The circumstances of this shooting unclear. There have been no arrests. Winds and east time 245. Funeral services are being held in Manhattan today for Ivana Trump, the first wife of former President Donald Trump and the mother of his 3 eldest children. 1010 Wind reporter Julia Papa has more in this live report.
Lori, the massive Christian burial is underway here at St. Vincent Ferrer Church on Lexington and E66. It's a beautiful, elaborate Gothic building and perhaps fitting for the funeral for Ivana Trump. Her gold casket was hoisted on the shoulders of white-gloved pallbearers as her children and grandchildren stood alongside. Now, former President Donald Trump's motorcade arrived separately minutes before the mass was to take place, and he entered quickly through a side door. Those eulogizing Ivana include her 3 children, friend and furrier Dennis Basso, and her longtime personal assistant Dorothy Curry. People in the neighborhood were stopping by. Some said they'd run into her at glittery charity events or sometimes even in the local coffee shop on Madison Avenue. Julia Papa, 1010 Winds, reporting live on Lexington Avenue.
Winds east time 246. When kids in New York return to school in September, Governor Hochul says they won't be required to mask up.
Right now, we're saying they don't. That we don't currently, based on today's numbers, anticipate the need for masks in classrooms, but I'm going to reserve the right to return this policy if the numbers change, the circumstances change, and the severity of the illnesses change. So
She also says COVID test kits will be going to districts ahead of the fall reopening.
So right now we have a remaining stockpile of about 20 million, and that's dedicated toward our fall effort to protect the kids in schools. There's 2.6 million children in schools, plus support staff and teachers. So we're going to get the 3 million out right away, but then we'll have enough.
The governor's comments come amid rising COVID rates in New York. The city's level is considered high. Hospitalization rates statewide are up 35% in a month. Winds news time 2:47. An update on the Sesame Place incident. That story is next.
Discover your next favorite podcast with the Odyssey app. From Who Done It to How to Do It, we have the biggest podcast for your favorite genre. True crime, history, entertainment, and more. Getting ready for the midterm elections? No matter what aisle you lean towards, we have the podcast for you. From CNN to Fox News to exclusive podcasts from your local station. Find your next binge on the Odyssey app.
It's been 7 years since Pastor Billy Richards was treated successfully for prostate cancer by Perlmutter Cancer Center, the world's #1 CyberKnife program. After 5 treatments in 1 week, Pastor Billy went right back to leading his Brooklyn congregation.
CyberKnife is truly a blessing for me, my family, and my ministry. If you have prostate cancer, I urge you to look into CyberKnife.
For an appointment, call 833-1-CYBER. That's 833-ONECYBR.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
Wednesday time 2:49. The family of the 2 black children seen in a now viral video at Sesame Place being turned away by a performer dressed in a Rosita costume after the same performer greeted white children, held a news conference with their attorney in Manhattan today. 1010 Wind reporter Roger Stern has more.
Attorney Ivory Lamar rejects Sesame Workshop's latest statement promising bias training and calling the incident unacceptable. He wants a formal apology.
The second thing that we're requesting is for the immediate termination of that performance.
And this from one of the mothers, Jody Brown.